Good morning, it's Angie. Sorry I'm unable to be with you all today. We're doing an Enneagram session in the loft, which is very exciting. But I wanted to provide you another brief pause today that you can do now or on your own time. We are going to be talking about suffering and grief and pain today. And there's a great book out there called The Body Keeps the Score. And it talks about a psychologist who used all different kinds of therapy, like cognitive behavioral therapy, EMDR, which is a trauma processing treatment, anything he knew to help people who have experienced trauma, whether significant trauma or even just small traumas throughout life, which we all have experienced that. And he found that although his work did some wonderful things for his clients, there was a wall that some of them stopped at and couldn't move past. And he realized that all of his therapies, most of them were either cognitive processing, digging into the story, digging into memories, trying to make sense of those things, and also breaking some neural pathways in the brain, which is what EMDR does, as well as meditation. But he still found some clients were not able to completely release and be able to move forward in a healthy way in relationships in life. And so he stumbled upon yoga, which was a deep stretch with breath, and was able to find some relief for himself and then also his clients. And the thought is that, and I believe this very, very strongly, that emotions are trapped in our bodies. And so we can do all this cognitive work and all this story work and even neural pathway work, but if we don't address the emotions trapped in our body, then we will continue to be self-protective. We will continue to be, our muscles will continue to protect and hold what we think is our hearts and being safe. And if you notice, our bodies, when they're tense, there's something going on. It could be they're triggered at a certain moment, but often, yes, they may be triggered, but it relates to something that's happened in the past. And so when we do our pauses, that's why we go to what memories are brought up, what emotions are brought up. Because usually if you're triggered, it's not that event. It's usually an indication that something deeper is going on. And I think that in our country in particular, we are taught to push through emotions. We are taught to pull up our bootstraps and keep on going and never stop and take the time to really see what's going on and sit with some of our suffering and pain. And not only do we need to sit with that, but we also need to release it. And my therapist a few years ago said to me, if you don't address things in your life, then they come out sideways eventually, and usually at the people that you love. So we're going to just do a brief pause today, focusing on releasing some emotions in our body. And because I try and do these in a way that you can sit in your chair, I won't be doing a whole lot of movement, but at the end, I'll show you some good hip releasing exercises that you can do on your own. So let's start with a tall spine, making sure that something is connected to the earth, whether it's your feet or your booty or whatever it is. And your spine is tall, your shoulders are back and down, and just breathe. Exhale everything out, getting all the old stale air out, and then inhale. Feeling the breath go all the way from the bottom of your spine up to the top of the crown of your head and down. Exhale everything out. Inhale, deep belly, up to your ribs, through the crown of your head. Pause and exhale. Slow, deep, and long. Pausing at the bottom of your exhalation. Inhale, belly. Lungs up through the crown of your head. And exhale. Now begin to just breathe normally but long and slow. Bring awareness to your feet, your ankles. Notice if there's any tension. Inhale, exhale, just be present, just acknowledge where there may be tension. Traveling up to your calves and your hamstrings. Your calves and your shins. Traveling up to your knees. Notice any tension, just acknowledge it as you continue to inhale and exhale. Notice any tension in your thighs, hamstrings, and then in your hips. Do your hips feel stiff? Are they tense? Are they sore? Are they in pain? Just acknowledge, don't judge. Move up to your bottom of your spine, reproductive organs, to your belly. Is your breath able to go in and out with your belly expanding, or is there a blockage, or is there tension in your belly? Come up to your chest area. Are your lungs able to inhale and exhale fluidly, or is there a block? Is there tension? Come up to your shoulders, rotating your shoulders back a few times, noticing any tension, any stress that you hold there. Come down to your triceps, your biceps, your elbows, your forearms. Down to your wrists and your fingers, maybe moving them around a little bit. Noticing any tension. No judgment, just acknowledgement. Inhale and exhale. And then come to your jaw. Start with your neck, move up to your jaw, your eyes, see if they're softly closed. Maybe move them around, open and close a little bit. Move around your jaw. Notice any tension, any headache, any sinus blockage. And just be aware and inhale and exhale and let it go. And then breathe in a few times. Every time you exhale at the bottom of your exhalation, just think of the word or the phrase, be still. So inhale, and then as you exhale, hold at the bottom of your exhalation, noticing that pause, and say to yourself, be still. Be still. Do this a few times, your own pattern. Quieting your mind. I want you to think of something that has caused you grief, sadness, pain, trauma, something that is either recent or that continues to come up for you. Notice where it shows up in your body. Scan your body again. See if there's any tension that rises up in you, in your legs, in your hips, in your belly, in your chest, in your shoulders, in your jaw, in your eyes, in your head. Notice it. And then, what thoughts come to mind when you think of this sadness or grief or suffering? What memories come up? What emotions come up? Just sit with these, just for a while. Allowing the flood of memories and thoughts to come in, allowing emotions to come in. Being real with yourself. Come back to your body, the place where you're feeling physically this grief, suffering, emotion, memory coming up in your body. Focus on that part of your body. See if you can relax that part of your body even more. If you need to adjust your position, do so. With each deep inhalation and each deep exhalation, allow your muscles to calm down. Allow your muscles to relax and your bones to be heavy. Notice if you are using your muscles to protect this part of your body. Maybe it's your hips. Maybe your hips are clenched. You're protecting your body or your belly. Again, what emotions or thoughts come to mind, if anything, that is new? What are you protecting? Is it a lack of control, need for control, need for approval, need to be accepted? Perhaps it's a need for security or safety. In this place you are safe. So inhale and exhale and just let your muscles go. Let the tension go. Release. Inhale, and as you exhale, tell your body to release and let go. Inhale, and as you exhale, release and let go. Release and let go. Release and let go. Release and let go. your body feels. And inhale and exhale and let it go. I'm going to read a passage 4 times so that we can connect our souls to the Spirit, to our God, to the universe, to whatever you believe brings you life. First time I read it, just listen to it and see where you may feel any sensations in your body or memories come up. Turn to me and envelope me with your love, for I am lonely and oppressed. Relieve the blocks in my heart that keep me separated from you. See all the darkness within me, fill it with your healing light. Look at my pain and all my fears, they shut out love and life. Protect me and free me. Let me not live as unworthy, for I would return home to you. So I'm going to read it again and notice specifically where it may show up in your body. Maybe there's a word or phrase that you feel triggers something in your body, or maybe not. Turn to me and envelope me with your love, for I am lonely and depressed. Relieve the blocks in my heart that keep me separated from you. See all the darkness within me, fill it with your healing light. Look at my pain and all my fears, they shut out love and life. Protect me and free me. Let me not live as unworthy, for I would return home to you. The next time I read it, what memories or emotions come up for you when you hear this? Turn to me and envelope me with your love, for I am lonely and oppressed. Relieve the blocks in my heart that keep me separated from you. See all the darkness within me, fill it with your healing light. Look at my pain and all my fears, they shut out love and life. Protect me and free me, let me not live as unworthy, for I would return home to you. The last time I read it, what is something that you can release, whether physically or emotionally? What is your soul responding? How is your soul, your body, your mind, your heart responding to this passage? Turn to me, O Holy One, and envelope me with your love, for I am lonely and depressed. Relieve the blocks in my heart that keep me separated from you. See all the darkness within me, fill it with your healing light. Look at my pain and all my fears. They shut out love and life. Protect me and free me. Let me not live as unworthy, for I would return home to you. May you walk through today feeling free, having one less layer of your false self protecting your heart. May you trust, may you be free, and may you heal. Amen and namaste, which means the light in me sees the light in you. And if you want to see a few hip releasing exercises, continue to stay on. So there is something called pigeon, where you can take a pillow or a bolster, and being on your knees, you take one leg and cross it over in front of your pillow. So your hip is resting on the bolster and your back extended knee is towards the ground. You can stay up or come down as low as you want. And you want to make sure that you do not overextend yourself. This is a gentle, it's not really that gentle, but you need to move into it very gently, because if you push, then your muscles will spasm and your muscles will retract, and that goes against the purpose of release. And you really want to hold this place for at least 2 minutes if you can. And every time you exhale, release your muscles, allowing yourself to relax and that your muscles don't hold you up. To show you what this looks like on the side, I'm going to switch legs. I'm going to bring this forward, and then this one goes back. You come down as far as you want. Another good one is butterfly. You can do this sitting up or laying down. I like to take my hands underneath my feet because I can't go down very far, but it helps me be able to weight down my hands to pull my back. So you really want to straighten your back and then just come down. Breathing slowly, holding this for a few minutes. Really opens up your hips. And then the next one, the last one I'll do, is gardener pose. So you can do this sitting on bolster or pillow, or you can just come up off the ground, your hands in prayer, elbows pushing your hips. So you can do this while you're sitting there watching TV or whatever you're doing, breathing deeply or meditating. But I'm really pushing on my knees to open up my hips. You can also come up off of your pillow. Just make sure your back is tall. And hold this for several minutes. So that is what I'm going to give you today, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining. Bye.